Put that shirt on before you get in here. What's up, you fucking ogre?
It would be my honor to wear this.
You could fit into that thing again? Not really. Bubble
It's
Gut.
fading away, but
There was a song that some Schwartz made called Bubble Butt. They gotta make one called Bubble Gut. Bubble Gut. Bubble Gut. Can you get the back down? You're not sitting in the fucking car without a shirt on. Oh, god damn it, Leonard. Do I have to come out there and fucking help you?
that's what happens when your back's so pumped up.
Yeah, your back's pumped up, all right.
You can cut it with a knife. While Dale's in his climate-controlled workplace, his cars. He probably has a climate-controlled hunting pod.
You're wearing like a fucking...
Well, you're coming to my climate here.
Yeah, it's been really fucking hot here. You got a lot of work to do, Leonard. Holy shit.
What do you mean? I got a lot... This way. I got a lot of water to take out. And that's where the little surprise comes in.
Is that what it is?
I hope you all say I'm not going to make it. You got another thing coming.
That's right. Buckle your seatbelt, please.
For what?
Huh? In case I crash this motherfucker.
Well, in that case...
Well, you have a built-in airbag in your stomach anyway. And what makes you think that it's okay to answer your door in a every time I come to get you, answer the door in a fucking towel? And then,
because I don't wear clothes in that house, ever. Don't sleep in them. Someone wants to come in, they're gonna have to...
Yeah, but last time at least you had the towel around your waist where it should be. Today, this asshole opens the door. Instead of having the towel around his waist, he's got it around his chest. So
well, that's a Freudian slip, so you were checking things out pretty well.
I wasn't checking things. How many times? I've seen your cock and balls many fucking times, unfortunately. I'm thoroughly scarred. Nobody wants to see your fucking... Good thing I wasn't filming. Why are you pointing? The bitch wasn't even in her car to pull out, you asshole. All of a sudden, you're a fucking good driver. Why are you breathing so heavy? Just getting in the car makes
Well, I ate a pound of flank steak and 2 cups of white rice for the workout.
Oh, really?
What's Dale eating? Boiled skinless chicken breasts? Thinking that's going to do something?
I don't know what he's eating. He just was checking up on you the other day. He asked if you were still alive. Yeah. Everybody, when they don't see us do anything for a while, they think you're dead. I know you've told everybody that you're going to live till 160, but, you know, we're realistic. And what is this?
What is realistic? Define realistic. According to who? Some cookie cutter pansy?
Realistic would be
intellectual. The progressives that tell you how to live and think.
Walk in the middle of the road, asshole. Should have ran that cunt over. What the fuck is wrong with people? Your neighborhood sucks.
So another cookie cutter truck. What's going on with Nick Heiger? I'd like to see what kind of porno that kid's looking at.
Why?
I can imagine.
Do you give a shit what anybody watches?
I can imagine, Nick. I haven't forgot about you.
That kid's fucking strong, man.
He's strong, but I want to see something out of him.
You want to see what he watches,
goals
what he jerks off
college.
to. Yeah.
I think
You're
it would
a demented fuck.
I think it would make me cringe.
What?
Whatever he looks at, it would make me cringe. I could almost guarantee that.
Oh, compared to
cringe-worthy.
Yeah, everything you look at makes people cringe. Porn addict. Why don't you get a fucking vehicle? You're 47 years old.
I have a vehicle. Built-in cardio tool. It's great. Get the sun. Save my money for what matters. The food.
Which half of it is in your fucking disgusting beard. You trimmed it though, huh?
Nah.
It looks trimmed. What the fuck is these? Where do you want to go, Delray or Boca?
Delray's quicker.
Yeah. I had to break out the broccolini shirt. Your fucking hairs are sticking through that shirt. Push your stomach out again. It's fucking sick.
Shit, I gotta shave. I just shaved last week. Dale, only hair he has on his chin.
In his asshole that you're gonna eat once he fucking whoops you on stage.
That's a subjective judging panel of cookie cutters, lowlifes. I like to look at their record. I like to see what that judging panel looks at for porn. I think that would blow a few stacks, especially that Peter Potter.
That guy can't even get his dick up anymore. He's like 90 years old. I don't know what the fuck he's judging. It's amazing how they have all these old fuddy-duddies judging shit.
They go, starting in the springtime, they go every Saturday all over the country. They're setting that shit up with the same thing. Everybody paying for that registration NPC card. Everybody lining up. They're all moody and you know, all that shit. Have their little competitors meeting every Saturday. I can't imagine doing that.
No shit, every Saturday they have...
I'll say those guys are going all over the country. It's a full-time job.
I wonder what they get paid.
Well, with the amount they charge for tickets and registration, hell, it goes up every year.
And you guys make dick.
Yeah.
You have to pay. Mm-hmm. That's such a fucking scam. That's just as big of a scam as your fucking church.
Yeah.
Come give us money.
Yep.
That's what it's all about, man. Follow the money.
You do the labor and you give us the money. Isn't that a dream?
Unfucking believable. Now, what the fuck?
I just need to stop saying Freudian slip and any maniacs think of a better name.
Why?
I did some research on him. I heard some point of views. He's a real degenerate.
Sigmund Freud?
Yes.
He's a real degenerate.
He's a lowlife.
Takes one to know one, buddy.
He's actually behind the destruction of Western culture.
Oh, really?
Yes.
When did you start researching him?
You know, I just looked it up. Looked up a few other people's viewpoints on him.
I'm glad you're looking that shit up as opposed to the fucking trannies.
Yeah, it's all degeneracy.
So you got to come up with something other than Freudian slip because you don't like Sigmund Freud now.
He's a degenerate. He doesn't deserve any credits. He's a real piece of work.
Oh, God.
Ruined a lot of lives. Labeling kids at a young age with a psychobabble, with the psycho terms. And they're trapped in a cage. Telling people you're a schizophrenic, you're a bipolar, you're autistic from day one. That started with him. You have ADD, ADHD.
You think all that's bullshit?
Yeah, it is.
Really?
99.9. If you let it, if you believe it. If you don't, it has no meaning. It's like almost like voodoo science. I mean, there's certain things as chemical imbalances in the brain which you correct through nutrition. Or if there's damage, that's a physical.
A lot of shit
that's a physical stimuli. But you're talking about him planting that filthy, evil propaganda.
What? That people are fucking autistic?
I'm thinking diagnosing people and giving them these terms that they can't escape from the rest of their life, and it limits them.
It only limits them if you let it. But some people are legitimately born fucked up, Leonard. You know that.
Well, yes, there's people that are short, people that are tall, people that see better than others, people that look better than others. That's genetics. Deal with it. There's something you could do to society. You got to figure it out instead of placing people into the social service system where they're basically getting a free ride when they could be doing something that would prove their own self-worth.
No, you know. It's all how you're raised too, man.
Absolutely.
There's most of the, the work ethic is fucking horrible now, especially with the millennials are the fucking worst. Man.
That's from the media. They make it to look like you're a loser if you work every day. They like those videos where that jewelry, you know what I'm talking about.
Get rich quick.
The porch monkey.
Oh, here we go.
Persona.
Oh my God! How dare you say such a word?
I say whatever I want.
Exactly.
Anybody out there, you got something to say, you got something to do, here I am.
Yeah.
You don't like it? That's freedom of speech. You die for that.
Exactly. Go fuck yourself. And you know what's funny is a lot of these assholes that weigh in and say, "Oh, I can't believe he would say such a word." You know how many times those motherfuckers have said the N-word. They're so full of shit.
Use the Lord's name in vain. They use that like water. That's what I'd be afraid to say.
Why?
Like God be.
God
Jesus
damn.
F. Christ.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, that's what I would be afraid to say.
Yeah. Well, YouTube is getting fucking oversensitive too. They're starting to, you know, not put ads on people's videos so they can make money because of the language and the not, you know,
well, that'll
non-PC shit. Oh, of course. But they, you know, they need to have another whatever site that you could say whatever you want.
Hey, as long as they're still looking at Chuck Basher.
Who gives a fuck? I know. But that only affects the people that are on YouTube just to make money, you know, and they put out these phony, fake-ass videos of themselves. They're no better than the fucking Instagram whores that manipulate the camera and they're narcissistic fucks.
Yeah. The pursuit of money.
Right. We do this shit for fun. And we say whatever the fuck we want.
Money can soften you up real quick.
Oh, yeah. So what are we working out today?
I'm going to do back, biceps, as I normally do, but I got to condense my workout this week.
So you just been going to Planet Fitness?
Yeah, you believe that? Dale, you must be really proud of yourself taking on a middle-aged man, chronologically, weak genetic calves, doesn't have a bodybuilder's body, a myriad of injuries, a guy that's weighed 450 pounds, a guy that trains at Planet Fitness, rides a bike all around town, and goes to work and does a labor job.
So you're just...
A guy that only beat one guy in his history of his bodybuilding career. And Dale's a real big man coming down here to challenge me. Isn't that something?
Wow. I'm glad that I
hope he enjoys his victory.
I'm glad this is like my car is like the confessional booth. It's become.
But I'll still be ripped.
At least you see, this is the most realistic I've ever heard you.
Yeah, but I'll be more ripped than you, Dale, and I'll be bigger than you. I didn't forget that part.
Bigger because he's fucking a head shorter than you. How much are you gonna weigh? How much do you weigh now?
I think about 320.
320.
Weight doesn't matter. That density comes.
320 pounds of absolute shit. Fucking giant turd. You know what they say? You can polish a turd. At the end of the day, it's still just a shiny piece of shit.
But like I say, out of chaos comes order. Out of shit
comes shinola.
Comes yes.
It's good. I hope you can back up what you say.
I'll be more ripped then. I'll back that up. And my back will
I don't know about that, man. I don't know. He's pretty fucking ripped right now. I don't know what he's going to weigh in at. What do you have? For your weight class, you have to be 200 and up?
He may not even, he'll be a heavyweight. He may be under a super heavyweight category.
Well, there is no super heavyweight, is there?
There are in the Nationals and a few other shows.
Oh, okay.
Maybe the USA's, but the Southern States has a super heavyweight. That's in mid-July. Maybe that's something for next year. I don't know.
I heard Dorian Yates went on Joe Rogan's podcast the other day. It was great.
What'd he say?
Just they were talking about, you know, using psychedelic drugs, steroid, everything. He's very honest. It was a good interview.
He used psychedelic drugs when he competed?
Yeah. Not when he competed. He didn't say that. After, like DMT. That shit sounds real. That's one thing I never tried.
What is it?
Dimethyltryptamine, I think it's called. Makes you hallucinate.
Why did he take it?
Just to go on a trip. Why would you take acid? Why would you take MDMA? But it doesn't last that long.
Yeah.
You know, you're in and out of it quick. Just depends how much you get to smoke it.
So Dorian's a psychedelic drug user. I'm kind of disappointed. What's the matter, Dorian? You gonna need to escape the reality of being a multi-Mr. Olympia winner? It doesn't make any sense to me.
What?
He's a multi-Mr. Olympia whenever he needs to escape reality.
It's just to open your mind, dumbass.
Open
why
his
do
mind
you? Why
for
do you
what?
take
Well,
all?
go read a book, Dorian. Why don't you go read a Bible?
For what? It's fairy tales. Fairy tales for adults, Leonard. That's all that shit
You heard it
is.
here first, Dorian. Crack open your Bible.
For what?
Before it cracks you open.
Oh,
God. You know what I mean? When you're standing, kneeling before God, or lay or bowing before God, it's not a question of standing or kneeling. Hear that, Dorian? Take it from Big Lenny. I care about your soul as I do every piece of humanity
You're
that
the
ever
biggest
lived.
hypocrite I've ever fucking met in my life. God
In what
doesn't.
way?
God doesn't give a shit about you or any of us. There's no such fucking thing.
He cares about every little insect, every blade of grass.
Okay.
That's why no one can understand the concept of God.
That's why somebody can walk into a school and fucking massacre kids, but that's God's plan.
And the relevance,
you tell me
and the relevance of eternity. It's insignificant.
Tell the parents of those kids that there's a fucking God.
Everything,
there's no fucking God.
Anything that could possibly happen on this earth is totally irrelevant in regards to eternity.
Oh my fucking God. There's
completely
no
irrelevant.
I don't even know why I get into this
Matter
shit
of fact, those massacre kids are in the presence of God right now, and they're like
no, they're
laughing
not. They're
about
fucking dirt.
They're laughing about what happened.
Oh yeah,
because they seem so insignificant.
Yeah, okay.
They're so insignificant.
You psychopath. Tell a little kid that's fucking four-year-old has leukemia,
it doesn't
dying
matter.
of fucking
We're
cancer,
here.
that there's a God. That's God's fucking plan.
We are here for one reason.
You know it.
We're here for one reason: to improve ourselves and try to emulate what God wants. Obviously, that's never attainable, but He likes to see you go through the whole scope of humanity. And obviously, you'll be judged at the end, but that's what He's interested in. How are you going to say love one another? And even if you kill them in a field of war, it doesn't mean you hate them. Everything's irrelevant. Now, if you're...
What the fuck am I listening to? Where
just
do you come
showing
up with
empathy
this
for
shit?
others. It's in the Bible.
Fuck you in the Bible. How's that?
Brad, I wouldn't say that.
Why?
There's
What's going to happen? The fuck's the difference?
You're not going to have the true...
That's horse shit.
You're not going to have the true eternal peace that you're entitled to.
All it is to control people. That's
control
all
people
that book
for
was
what?
made for.
For what and by who? Everything's a temporary control. The people that tried to control people 100 years ago, where are they? They're not here anymore.
Right, okay.
They're in eternity. Now what they're doing there...
What do you remember before you're alive? What did you remember before you were alive?
My brain and emotions and my soul wasn't created for me to remember anything.
That's what it's going to be like when you're dead, buddy. Nothing.
You're
dark.
Sadly mistaken, Brad. One day you'll come to the realization.
Hey, listen, I am realistic. If you're right and I see you up there...
What do you mean up there? It doesn't necessarily mean up, down, sideways.
Or wherever the fuck.
You're not made to understand it. You're not built to comprehend it.
If there is an afterlife, I'll see you there. And we'll fucking...
We will see. We'll see Christina there, of course. She's an angel.
Yeah, good.
To me and many others.
And then we can gangbang
her. Very superficial, Brad.
What are those all the Muslims think? Go to die and have fucking 82, 72
Basically the same thing that I think.
Okay. So go blow yourself.
That quotation.
If it's so great, wherever.
That quotation's out of context. It's not a literal interpretation. It means
is that why
they're trying to convey that the blissful feel when you're in eternity is akin to 72 virgins. That's what they tell the youth. And it's, whatever works, but I don't think it's a literal interpretation. Intercourse, when you're in eternity, you'll laugh at intercourse thinking that's the best thing you ever had. That'll be laughed at.
Whatever you say. I can't anymore with this bullshit. You're so full
So
of
you
shit.
live for intercourse, huh? Why don't you get on
What
some
else is
Dostinex and caber Goling, some caber, so you can have continuous
I've never heard of...
caber.
What is caber?
That's Jay Masters. Caber Goling, he calls it caber.
Never
So you
heard
can
of it.
have continued ejaculations with a very short refractory period. Get on some caber like Jay Masters. So his eyes pop out of your head, but you're busting a nut every 5 minutes.